surreal, very surreal. It's like something out of a James Bond movie. Look at the sheer size of this place. Hell. Welcome back, ladies and gents, to a rather misty and rainy Chongqing in China. I've got an early start in the morning. I'm going on a tour to a nuclear military plant, which was built in the side of a mountain during China's Cold War era in the 60s, and it's completely abandoned in the 80s. But you can go there and visit it, and it's a huge complex. It's the world's largest artificial cave, so really looking forward to it. Should be really cool. And it's called the 816 project. Let's see what it's all about.
有原因的，重庆四面环山，然后加这个天气，不容易被。
Okay, we made it. That took about 2.5 hours. Lovely drive, tipping it down. Alright, just getting the shuttle bus. Yeah, it took about 2.5 hours to get here, right in the mountainside of the Fuxin district, I believe, hidden away. The whole nuclear military base is completely hidden away from where it was in the 60s. Now it's obviously a tourist site. Apparently there was loads of old propaganda inside. I'm excited. Absolutely chucking it down today. Here's the entrance. 816. Whoa. Apparently there's over 130 tunnels, and it's the size of 20 kilometres, so it's pretty much a city. Look at that. Wow. Wow, this place is massive. Massive place. Yeah, apparently it took over 60,000 engineering soldiers. They worked 24 hours a day for 17 years to excavate the mountain. So we're deep inside the mountain here. Yeah, so it's basically an underground city carved into Jinzi Mountain. And yet over 130 tunnels, total length of more than 20 kilometres. And there's a main reactor hall that was never actually active. And it was built to withstand an 8.0 earthquake magnitude. It could withstand a 1 million ton hydrogen bomb landing on it, apparently. This is surreal, very surreal. Wow. Obviously they've made it more interesting for tourists, but this is so cool, fascinating. Alright, got some info here. The reactor thermal circuit building number 105 is very, very big, basically. It was built because of the tensions in the late 60s between China and America, and it was a complete secret. Even Chinese tourists didn't begin visiting here, and they weren't allowed to visit until 2010. And international tourists weren't allowed to visit until 2016, very recently. So it's completely hidden to the world for more than 30 years. Look how big it is. Obviously this tour only covers a very small part It doesn't go to every single tunnel. Can you imagine how long it took to build this? And it was just abandoned. It wasn't ever finished. It wasn't ever completed, really. Alright, got a bomb here. Let's find out more about an imitation model of an atomic bomb. Okay, here you just got a little bit more of a history. Wow. There's more black and white photos of the whole process of them digging the tunnel. Over 60,000 workers worked 24 hours a day for 17 years straight. Incredible. There's a huge map of it. Wow, look how complex the tunnels are. Here he is. He's going to explain it. Okay, I believe we're on the way to the main reactor. Cavern 101. Wow, this is cool. This is so cool. Look at this, look at the tiles, the radiation. The nuclear reactor was never fueled, so it's completely safe for tourists, but for people to get near to. And we're going to the bottom of the nuclear reactor, and it's over 20 stories high, but yeah, it was never fueled, so it's completely safe. Wow, look at this. So this is the reactor. Wow. What a fascinating place. Look at this, you got a hydrogen meter, thermometer to measure the levels. It's like something out of a James Bond movie. Surreal. Going through his tiny door now. Doorway. Mind your head. Wow. Really got to crouch. Look at the door. Completely steel. Look how thick that is. Whoa. Can you imagine what it was like with soldiers and workers and engineers building this and living here? It's a complete city. Can't even see anything through there. We're just going up about 20 flights of stairs at the minute. We're entering the instrument room. The instruments in this room are mainly automatic potentiometers, okay? And the manufacturer in Shanghai, over 1,000 instruments are still completely preserved. They are used mainly to measure the flow of process rods. This was an old elevator to take down equipment. It's a long way down. Oh, look at how far, how vast and big. Look at that. Wow. I can't express the sheer scale of this place and how much time and effort, money to build it. Like I say, it was abandoned. It was 85% completed by the time they abandoned it in the 80s, in 83 or 84, I think. Because by then, the geopolitical scene had changed, the Cold War era had finished, so there was no need for it. So they just abandoned it. And now it's like a ghost, underground ghost city. And this is the core of the reactor. Look at the sheer size of this place. Hell. 35 meters in length, 24 meters in width. Like I say, it was never completed, so they never tested it, so there was no radiation. Here you have some graphite columns which were installed in the core of a nuclear reactor. The sheer scale of this is unbelievable. Wow. Look at the ladders going up. All the way down here. This is cool, man. Alright, I've fallen behind with my group. Some cool neon lighting here. Wow. What an incredible place. A real insight into China's Cold War program. Secret, completely secret from society. I would not like to get lost down here. Okay, this is an air room used to like bring in air and wind, exhaust. You can hear like a noise. Yeah, let me explain that better. Its main function is to transport wind through exhaust ducts to various work numbers, operation rooms and workshops inside the project to ensure air circulation inside the project. You can still hear the wind turbines. Wow, love the lighting, the neon lighting. Look at the circular, I don't know, white windows. I don't know what they were for. Loving the vibe of this place. Oh wow, this is huge. Huge tunnel. What have we got here? Two directions, left and right. There's a storage pool for components. Exhaust center down below. And we're heading this way. Here we have some signage symbolism, Chinese symbolism of the red flag, the gold star. It is the largest artificial cavern in the world. Nowhere else on Earth have people built a place inside a mountain as big as this. I mean, look at that. Can't even see the end of that tunnel. You turn the corner and there's another tunnel. Everywhere you go. They must have used buggies to get around here. I mean, it's wide enough, so I'm assuming they use buggies. This feels like we've just done a complete circuit. I think we have we? No? Feels like exactly where we were 2 minutes ago. A left and a right. No, it's different. Wow. I think we'll just go this way. But look at how far we walked. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but there's some buggies, just as I was saying, some old buggies that they used back in the day, in the 60s. Wow, what a scene that would have been to be here back then. It being China, there's a restaurant inside the middle of a cavern. Cave number 816. You can sit down, have a meal, have a drink, bottle of wine. Nice music, ambient music playing. Crazy. And I think we're getting towards the exit now of the tour. Obviously, it's so big. You could spend days and days wandering around. You could spend all day and not see everything here. Very, very impressive. Look at some of the propaganda here from back in the 60s. Look at that pamphlet with the atomic bomb blowing up, mushroom cloud. Wow. And I think that's it. Back to rainy weather. Okay, and that's the end of the video. What a place. 816 project, the nuclear facility inside a mountain in China. Look at the view here. It's absolutely tipping it down. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. See you soon. I'm gonna get soaked. Oh well. There's one last photo here I wanted to show you of the men digging the tunnel, one tunnel.